大谷選手が来季終了後FAとなり、どうしても来季はポストシーズンには進出したいエンゼルス。タイラー・アンダーソン、ウルシェラ、ハンター・レンフロー、カルロス・エステベス、ブランドン・ドルーリー、と来季に向け積極的な補強を行っています。補強内容と先発ローテーションについてインターネット番組でコメントされていました。そのコメントについてツイッター上の反応も紹介します。
The Angels are in a situation, of course, with their impending sale, which is obviously a scenario where that's going to change the equation. That's why the manager only got a one-year contract, because they don't want to saddle necessarily new ownership with the manager who they may not want. That's why Nevin only got the 1 year, and he'll sing for his supper. And then, of course, you got a situation with Ohtani down the road, and nobody's going to sign him to a huge contract or anybody else because the team is for sale. Everybody seems to think by opening day maybe we'll have something finalized. So the Angels are sort of, that is as in between as you can get, right? Correct? With the Angels. But I like what they have done in the offseason. They brought in a couple of pitchers. Estevez is a good guy in that bullpen. He did a good job for Colorado. They need all the bullpen help they can get. Tyler Anderson had a very good year for the Dodgers. He pitched very well in an elimination game for them against San Diego, taken out way too soon after 5 innings, which was a mistake. And he pitched well in a big game. He won, 15, 16 games on an excellent ERA. Angels are going to take a flyer on him. Who knows? But I think they took a flyer last year on Syndergaard. That did not work out, but it was only 1 year. This one's a little bigger commitment because they gave him $39 million for 3 years, but I think it was a good move for the ball club. I think it was 3 years. I don't think it was 4, but they made a monetary commitment to him, and I think Anderson is a good addition. Renfroe hit 29 home runs last year. That's a good addition. Urshela, the third baseman, comes over there from Minnesota, and then the Yankees prior to that. That's a good addition. So the Angels, although they're not a finished product, they're far from being where Houston is, and maybe even Seattle and Texas in that American League West. The Angels, with the nucleus of Trout and Ohtani, and we know they're way too top-heavy. Maybe they get something out of Rendon, another top-heavy player who's done nothing for him. He's been injured, fair, but he's done nothing for him, let's be honest. But if they can get anything out of those three, Trout play 150 games, Ohtani do what Ohtani does, and Rendon have a good year there after 2 nothing years. If they, really 3 nothing years, the pandemic year and then a 2 next. If they can get something out of those three, they've added some components, some complementary pieces. The third baseman, Renfroe's good outfielder, couple of pitchers. They've done a very good job. Manasian's done an excellent job with their ball club for what he could work with in the offseason, and the Angels have a chance to be a little better. They're due, we all know that. They have obviously a 6-man rotation, which is very negative because when you're a 6-man rotation and you protect a big starter, that means you got to pitch 5 guys, 80% of the time who are not great. Because when you have a 6-man rotation and you're protecting the 6th guy, that means the difference between your ace and the other 5 are vast, and that's where the Angels are. So that's a negative, but because you got to find 5 pretty decent pitchers, and they don't have 5 pretty decent pitchers. But Anderson is a plus. Again, they've helped their defense. They've spread out the lineup a little bit. I like what the Angels have done under the circumstances. They're a ways away from, obviously, the Astros. Seattle's on the rise. But I think the Angels, for what their situation is right now with ownership, I think they've done a very good job.
この解説に対してツイッター上のコメントは、
すべてのア・リーグの地区優勝チームには10試合以上に先発した6人の選手がいます。またおっしゃっているまともですが、各チームで ERA プラスが105以上の投手はヤンキース5人、アストロズ3人、ガーディアンズ3人、エンゼルス4人、大谷172、サンドバル138、デトマーズ106、シンダーガード105。したがって6人のローテーション自体は問題ではありません。
6人ローテーションそのものが問題なのではありません。全先発の 60% 以上が5日以上休んでいます。ア・リーグ地区優勝チームには10試合以上先発した選手が6人います。ヤンキース、コール33試合、タイロン32試合、コルテス28試合、モンゴメリー21試合、セベリーノ19試合、ヘルマン14試合、エンゼルス、大谷28試合、サンドバル27試合、デトマース25試合、スアレス20試合、ロレンゼン18試合、シンダーガード15試合。
エンゼルスには大谷以外にもまともな投手が5人いることを誰か説明してくれませんか？サンドバル、スアレス、 デトマーズ、そして今はタイラー・アンダーソン。エンゼルスの先発投手は昨年全体で6番目に高い防御率を達成しました。
補強内容自体は及第点といった評価でしょうか。先発ローテーションについては厳しいコメントでしたが、ツイッター上のコメントにあるように、サンドバル、スアレス、デトマーズは成長著しいですし、3、4、5番手は十分に任せられるピッチャーだと思います。タイラー・アンダーソンが加わり先発2番手としてローテーションに厚みが出て、カルロス・エスペデスがクローザー、あとはウィークポイントのブルペン陣をもう少し強化してもらいたいところですね。